Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to change the O-ring on my distributor. It's leaking a little bit, it's dripping oil here and there, so I'm going to get that changed. I'm saying the O-ring is pretty old and maybe all hard, and who knows, it could be cracking down there. So the oil is leaking from beneath the distributor. So I'm going to take out the distributor and check it out, see if the O-ring needed to be changed. Okay, so this is the 5SFE engine. I'm pretty sure this procedure should be the same for the Camry, the RAV4, and mostly the 6genCelica, or the older models Celica with the 5SFE engine. I'm sure it applied to some of the older model Solara as well. So here is the distributor right here, and it's leaking the wall a little bit. You can see it down there, right there down there. So I'm pretty sure the O-ring in there is pretty old, and maybe it's all hard and not keeping the oil from leaking out. So I'm gonna try to take off this distributor and trying to change out the O-ring. So first off is we take this wire off, and then there are two screws that's holding the cap on. There is one screw right there, and there's one straight below right there, below this cap right there. You guys can't see it, but you can feel it with your fingers. So I'm going to take those off. Once I get those off, we can take off the cap. Okay, so now that both screws are loose, I'm going to take them out and take off the caps. Take out this distributor cap here. There's one screws. Two screw. I decided to take off my intake as well to get more access to this cap. Then you take out your caps, just put that aside. Okay, so it's leaking pretty bad. You see this oil right there. I'm gonna clean that up later. Okay, so to take off the distributor, there is one bolt right there. It's a 12 millimeter bolt. So you want to use a 12 millimeter socket to take that off. And there is also electrical clips behind right there. So you want to disconnect that too. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and disconnect this electrical clip right here. Pull that out, put that to the side, and loose up this bolt right here and take that off, and then gently pull your distributor out. Okay, so gently pull your distributor out, lightly rock back and forth and pull it out. So you want to make sure you mark it so you'll know exactly how it should go back in. So use a permanent marker and mark it, or use a whiteout to mark that so you know exactly where this goes back in. Okay, so I'm going to mark it a little bit like that so I know exactly where it's supposed to go back in. Okay, so I got the O-ring off. You can use like a flathead screwdriver and pry it off. And this one's like super hard and brittle, so it broke in half when I try to pry it off. And here I have the new one right here. I got it from the Toyota dealership. Make sure you get the genuine parts, so it'll last a good amount of time. Okay, so there is something I want to point out. Okay, so you guys see that drip right there? Drip from the inside this cylinder in the center here, and there's that oil drip right there. So inside there, there's also an O-ring inside here as well. It's in there. You have to dismantle this whole rotor apart to get to it. I'm pretty sure that's leaking as well. So if oil leaks out from there, then the oil will drain out from this little black hole right there. So if you took out your distributor and then if you see any oil dripping out from here, then that means that its seal inside there is also bad. So you want to go buy the kit from a Toyota dealership and try to dismantle this whole rotor and get that cell taken care of. But since I don't have the kit today with me, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to change the O-ring, which is this one. This is my new O-ring. So it is leaking from my O-ring too, and also leaking from there as well. But I'll have to save this for another day because I need to get the part first. So make sure that I line it back to where I mark it. You can see those black little line right there. Well, it doesn't really show that much, but it's there. Just align that to make sure that that's the correct way to put it back in. So just slide it back in, pretty much. There we go. All right, so it's in, and then put your bolt back in. And install your electrical connector. I'm going to tighten this up. All right, and after that, just put your cap back on. And put your screws back on. This one goes below, down here. Make sure you don't drop it because it'll be a pain trying to look for it. All right, and then use your 8mm socket to tighten that up. Okay, so once you got both of your screws tight, don't forget to install this wire back in. Install it back in there. And then install your intake if you have one that you took off. If not, that's even better. Okay. Okay, so after installing my distributor, I turned on the engine and then it gave me a check engine light code for P0115, which is this engine coolant temperature sensor right here. It's just wobbling like that. It's not supposed to do that, so maybe that's why it's not connecting properly. That's why it's throwing that code. So I went to Napa Auto Part and bought a new one, so I'm going to install that in. It's pretty easy. All you do is just to loose up that right there, and then this whole thing should turn loose. Okay, so this is my new engine coolant temperature sensor. So yeah, got it in. You just twist it in. Make sure that's tight. It's a 19. It's a 19 wrench. Use that to tie it up. Hi guys, welcome back. Today is the next day already. Yesterday my iPhone storage ran out, so I have to remove some of my videos out of my iPhone to make some storage. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys have any question or any comments, please do comment below. Thanks for watching.